Can a 0 overall pitcher throw a perfect game in MLB The Show? To find out, I made a 0 overall pitcher and had him start a game with only one goal in life: to be perfect. Give up a hit? Restart the game. Fielding error? Restart the game. Walk a batter? Yeah, right. I don't care if he's a 100 overall or a 0. I don't walk batters. So can it be done? Well, let's find out. As some of you may already know, Dingus Dingerson is the greatest 0 overall player in history, even winning an American League MVP. So, of course, I wanted to use him for this challenge. However, for some reason, when I went to the player editor, I wasn't allowed to change his position to a pitcher. So I had no choice but to make a new player. Introducing Dingus Slingerson. It's Dingus's twin, and he's built for slinging fastballs. And I couldn't believe it, but they actually had matching commentary audio for that name as well.
Big Daddy Slinger.
Now, considering that Dingus has the arm strength of a T-Rex and the accuracy of Ray Charles, we need a secret weapon if we're going to retire 27 consecutive batters. And that secret weapon is our pitch selection. Dingus is getting deep in his bag here. We've got a fastball, a Vulcan changeup, whatever that is, the good old knuckleball, a pitch I've never heard of in my entire life called a palm ball, and a knuckle curve. Hopefully this 1930s pitch type arsenal is spicy enough to make professional players look silly. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you know there's always a bit of a catch. And for this video, it's that he's not exactly a 0 overall. While every one of Slingerson's stats is a 0, and he is in fact the worst pitcher to step on the mound since Conor McGregor, if his stamina is 0, I'll never even have a chance of making it to the 9th inning. So I did max out his stamina to help him stay healthy for the entire game. And speaking of staying healthy, it's time to talk about today's sponsor, AG1. AG1 is a daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports whole body health. With 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients, AG1 combines 9 health products working together as one, replacing your multivitamin, multi-mineral, pre- and probiotics, immunity support, and more, all in a single scoop. Just add about 10 ounces of water and shake it up, and enjoy. And I gotta say, it's pretty dang good. It's like pineapple and vanilla flavored. It even promotes healthy aging with biotin, zinc, and other nutrients to help support naturally healthy skin, hair, and nails. And I'm 30 now, so that's pretty important to me. And another thing that's really important to me is my energy levels, and AG1 has me covered there as well. It has magnesium and B vitamins to help support sustained energy throughout the day, which I definitely need when I'm editing a video for 8 hours straight. Honestly, it's the healthiest thing you can do in under a minute. And of course, they gave me the hookup to pass on to my viewers, so head to the link in the description below to get a free 1-year supply of AG vitamin D3 and K2 plus 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase of AG1. Thanks, AG1. Now back to the video. So the player is made. I put him on the Twins, because on this game, or at least the roster that I had at the time, the Twins have the #1 defense in the game, and as a 0 overall, I'm going to need all the help I can get from the defense. Also, it's just fitting that at least one of the Dingus twins plays for the Twins. As for my opponent, I obviously needed to face the worst hitting team possible. I originally thought that team would be the A's, for obvious reasons, but according to the game, it's the Nats, and they are absolute dog water at the plate. So the matchup is set. Time for our first attempt. I had no real strategy for pitch selection, but it hardly matters. Even Slingerson doesn't know what he's going to throw. These pitch types are so absurd that every pitch grip might as well be AI generated. The first batter hits a grounder to Gallo for an easy out. Good start. The next batter pops up a knuckleball for another easy out. I was starting to feel pretty confident. The third batter hit a little dribbler back to Dingus, and that was going to give us our third out of the inning. But then a tutorial pops up in the middle of the play and completely ruins my timing. What the hell is this? As if I've never played MLB The Show before. I've had this game since launch, and I've never once seen an in-game tutorial like this. I genuinely have no clue how this happened, but needless to say, it f***ed me all up, and we had to restart. Attempt number 2. We strike out the first batter with the elusive palm ball. The second batter somehow manages to get a hold of our blazing fast 81-mile-an-hour fastball, but it's hit right to our second baseman for the easy out. And finally, we get the third batter with the nasty knuckleball. We made it to the second inning. The first batter in the second inning hits it right to third, but man, that throw indicator moved way more than I expected, and I had an unforced error. The perfect game was over before it really even started, and we had to restart again. This continued for an unbelievable amount of attempts. Attempt number 3 ended in the first inning as a ball slipped by Miranda. Attempt number 4 ended in the second on what should have been a routine out, but somehow the runner beats the throw. Attempt number 5 made it all the way to the 5th, but then ended tragically when Solano couldn't make a clean stop. And it just kept going like this. I began to get discouraged. I was starting to think that maybe it wasn't possible. I mean, Over the 154 years of Major League Baseball and over 235,000 games played, there have only been 24 perfect games. That's only one perfect game for nearly every 10,000 games played. And I can't play 10,000 games. That would take at least an hour. But I wasn't ready to give up yet. I kept trying. The minutes turned to hours, the hours turned to days, and the days turned to weeks. Until finally, on my 63rd attempt, we were cooking. Up to this point, I had never made it past the second batter in the 7th inning, but there I was, facing that exact at-bat again. I could feel the pressure, but I managed to strike him out and sit him down. We were now into uncharted territory. Meneses was up next. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the zone, and I got into a 3-2 count. I couldn't afford to walk him and ruin the perfect game, so I had to throw a meatball right down the middle. This could have been the end of it all, but the knuckleball worked its magic, and we struck him out and moved into the 8th. Unfortunately, this inning was actually really quick and uneventful. It was just 2 strikeouts and a pop-up, so while that all unfolds in the background, if you're enjoying this video, or have enjoyed any of my other videos, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. It's free, and it helps me out a lot. Also, when this channel reaches 50,000 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway, and I'll be giving 5 of you at random 100,000 stubs each on MLB The Show, so make sure you're subbed so you don't miss out. Thanks. We quickly made it through the inning, and finally, we were in the 9th. 8 innings of perfect baseball had been pitched by Big Daddy Slinger, and there were only 3 batters left between us and baseball history. We struck out Ruiz. Abrams popped up right to the catcher, and we were now about to face the final batter of the game. After squeezing 2 strikes by him, we were down to the final pitch. 1 more out for baseball immortality.
26 up and 26 down. 1 more out for a perfect game. This is awesome, Boog. On the verge of baseball history here, and certainly one of the most dominating pitching performances we've seen. Everyone locked in right now.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.
And there you have it. Dingus Slingerson did the impossible. For the very first time, a perfect game has been pitched by a 0 overall player. A true Cinderella story, and the legend of the Dingus Bros continues to grow. If you liked this ridiculous idea for a video, then go watch this ridiculous video next, where I landed an airplane in the outfield of Yankee Stadium. Thanks for watching.